What's going on, y'all? So I had to do this video. Y'all gotta excuse my voice. I'm a little under the weather right now, feeling kind of sick. But I had to do this video because we were talking about this earlier, about if you notice, like, the men that are in their 50s, 60s, 70s even, if you go back in time when a lot of us that are late 20s, 30s, 40s, you notice, those men, by the time they were in their 30s, a lot of those men wanted to become better men. They wanted to become better morally. Like, if they had a faith that they believed in, let's say they were in church, you would see these dudes wanting to join organizations in the church. They would fellowship in church more. They would try to become a deacon. You got to understand, like, those type of things were cool back in the day. You know, women like those things. There's a reason why Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, guys like that, other ministers were like rock stars. Like, because women loved men that stood up, spoke out, that were real leaders. Women back then loved that. This generation of women, they ain't with that. They're not cool with a man wanting to become better morally. This generation of women does not want that at all. At all. And you see it, it's very obvious. And that's why I would tell guys these are questions that you're going to have to ask women. Like, you're going to have to almost, as a man, basically, you're going to have to see in the future. You're basically going to have to ask these questions. Where there was a time where if a woman was willing to be with you, you got her. You know what I'm saying? You got her because, you know, y'all got married, and she understands what that means. She understands what being married means. So on and so on. But today, you marry a woman and you start talking about, yeah, I want to become this, or I want to do that. I want to become a better man. This generation of women, if you're providing financially and you're not cheating on her, that's all she wants. That's good enough for her. But if you want to become better, like closer to God, she really has no interest in that. Don't be fooled. Don't let these people tell you, oh, men ain't in the church. Men ain't in the church. And most of the people that say that don't even go to church. So how are you going to speak on something when you don't even go? My church, we put 300 men in the choir every year. And I'm sure we have hundreds of deacons in the church. It's hundreds of men that know me by name. Okay, so don't confuse this whole, don't listen to people when they tell you men ain't in church, because they're not even in there. And they don't even go. That's like somebody telling you about Africa and never even been. So, yeah, the days of when women supported men who wanted to become better morally, most women do not care about that. Y'all have a good one.